Hey there! It's coffee time with yours truly, local barista babe. I'm Cherilyn, and I was indeed feeling like making a blog to talk about coffee and share coffee world through a barista perspective. Coffee is a really cultural topic, and it changes according to the region of the world you're from. Since I started to work with coffee in the US, I realized really bold differences between coffee in Europe and coffee in South America to coffee in the United States. It's really different. In today's video, we're talking about coffee myths and facts. Like what's real, what's fact, and what's just a myth in coffee culture. What people think it's happening, but it's actually not happening. So we're gonna discuss a little bit of that with my 5 favorite facts and myths so far. Number 1 and my personal favorite, regular coffee is a myth. Yes, how you heard, it is. So the term regular coffee changes depending on where you're from and in what part of the world you are. On the United States, your coffee will happen to be regular coffee. And lots of people will walk into coffee shops and be like, can I have a regular coffee? No sugar, no anything, just plain regular coffee. There's many things that can be regular coffee, sir. To the core, drip is just another brewing method, and technically pour over, French press, and espresso will also fall in that category. So if you're still drinking your coffee black and in Sweden and pretty much plain, you're having regular coffee. The brewing method does not determine if it's regular, it's just if you add stuff to it. So that's why I feel a regular coffee is a myth. Because if you go to Italy, you order coffee, they will give you espresso. If you go to South America, it will vary depending on the region of South America you're from or you're living on. But it really changes depending on the place you are. So if you just go to a regular Starbucks in the United States and you say, can I have a regular coffee? They'll give you a medium-sized drip. That's standard, I guess, at least in the US. But yeah, pretty much there's not such a thing as regular coffee. Number 2 is espresso is not a type of bean, it's not a blend, and it's not a roast. So espresso is a really highly misunderstood drink, and the average person is not really aware of what's happening when they order espresso or where they go to, the corner store to buy some coffee and it says espresso blend. Most people get really confused about it and they tend to think, oh, it's a dark roast, so it's espresso. No, that's not how it works. Espresso is not a type of bean. It's definitely not always and not necessarily a dark roast, and it's totally not pronounced with an X in the middle. Hi, yeah, excuse me, can I have an espresso, please? Wow, yeah, totally. I didn't know Marvel released a new X-Men. Is that a new X-Men? Because we serve espresso here, sir. Not such a thing as espresso. I swear, every time people is like espresso, I'm like, ah! So yeah, espresso is not a blend, it's not a type of bean, it's not a roast, it's not a thing. It's just really thick coffee concentrate that goes through a small basket with lots of pressure and high temperature. And it's brewed in a machine like this. So if you're not brewing in a machine like this, you're not making espresso. Number 3. Darker roast does not equal more caffeine. It's a common belief that people think that the darker the roast, the more caffeine they're gonna get, the more of a kick they're gonna get. And I get there's people that like dark roast. Personally, I do like dark roast. But also, every time you roast coffee, you're caramelizing the sugars to the point that you make it to the dark roast. And every time you roast, you're burning off the caffeine. So what happens is that technically a dark roast has less caffeine than a blonde roast, because you burn the sugars, and that bitter taste that you think it's the caffeine, no, you're just getting a more acidic taste because you're getting burnt beans. That's what it is. It's burned beans. Number 4, I drink decaf because it's healthier. Is it? Well, let me tell you something. It's not what you think it is. Drinking coffee is full of a bunch of health benefits. And if you drink it with care, you will get a bunch of antioxidants on it, even if it's decaf. Like out of the decaf, you can get a bunch of antioxidants and most of the benefits of drinking coffee, but there's a specific benefits that come just with the caffeine of regular coffee. So yes, you can get some benefits out of drinking decaf, but it's not really healthier than drinking regular coffee. And there's a couple benefits that you can only get from the real thing. So I'm sorry if you order a double decaf iced caramel latte with extra whipped cream. I'm sorry, Becky, I'm talking to you, but that's not healthy. That's not how health works. Number 5, and one of the most common requested things when you work in a coffee shop, mostly in this time of the year when it's like really cold, is can I have mine extra hot? No, you cannot. Why? Here's the why you cannot have extra hot drinks. Milk burning point is 180 degrees. After this, you're burning enzymes and pretty much destroying the chemical composure of milk. You are killing all the bacteria and destroying all the proteins, and this leads to tummy pains. So have you ever like ordered, just regular latte, extra hot, and suddenly you get really bad stomachache and you are like, no, I'm lactose intolerant, I cannot have dairy. It's not necessarily that you're lactose intolerant, it's that you order burned milk. You told your barista the milk was too cold and they cannot double steam it. So this takes me to my next point. Can you pop it in the microwave for 30 seconds? You don't want that, I swear. Like, I normally wouldn't mind because it's not my tummy, it's not my problem, but I do care about my customers when they make choices that I know they're gonna regret after a while. What happens here is that coffee is already acidic and it has a pH of around 4 and 5, I'm not really sure, but it's like slightly acidic. That's the category it will follow. And when you microwave it, you're breaking all the chemical composure of it and you're making it more acidic than it is, to the point that it's something similar to battery acid. Have you ever wondered why you pop your 8 a.m. coffee in the microwave like around 3ish and it tastes terrible after you do it? It's because coffee is kind of like a one-time, one-use sort of thing. Once it's cold, once the temperature changes, it literally changes the whole thing. So if you reheat it, it's gonna put a lot of unnecessary stress in the drink and it's also gonna hurt your stomach. So I really do not recommend that you drink microwave coffee. Do not request your coffee to be extra hot. Your barista can always remake your drink if that's what you really want. Do not put it in the microwave, or do not take it home and put it in the microwave. Don't do that to yourself. And those were 5 facts/myths. Coffee, they're really common beliefs. Working in a coffee shop, I get to see a lot of people making these common mistakes and thinking certain things, but I'm here to inform you all, and that's the point of this channel. That's why Local Barista Babe not only is gonna be a written blog, but also a YouTube channel where I will be posting videos hopefully every week. So I'm Sherry Lane, founder of Local Barista Babe, and I'm signing off.